What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man. It's your boy, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you end up like Beezy. But make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Your boy Jay will be live on 007 First Light tonight. You know what I mean? Tonight, you feel me? So y'all make sure y'all tune into your boy Jay on Twitch. And like I said, y'all, the second channel is busting. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all go support me over there on the second channel. But we got anyone who enters this place never comes back alive. For all my new subscribers and new viewers, if y'all do want to check out all of my movie reactions, it is in a playlist section.
Japan's
over
most haunted
yonder.
place to find her missing twin sister without realizing she is being hunted by restless spirits.
My goodness, what the freak is this?
Without realizing she is being hunted by restless.
I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me of From, bro. Have y'all ever? I told y'all, if y'all want to watch a good show, and I'm telling y'all know your boy Jay never put y'all on bad shows. I'm telling y'all for surely. Y'all listen to me, bro. Look at me. Sit your butt down somewhere and put your phone down. If you look at me on the phone, turn your TV off. I like undivided attention. You know what I'm saying? But all I was saying is, man, for real, if y'all want to watch a good series, man, From is probably my top 5 series of all time. You know what I'm saying? From is about these people that, you know, it's kind of like this right here. You know what I mean? It's about these people that get stuck in this little crazy town where monsters just come out at the nighttime looking to freaking devour them. You know what I'm saying? And you got this sheriff named Officer Boyd. You know, basically he's the sheriff of the town, and basically, you know what I mean, he's just trying to save the town, bro. But basically, it's just this town that you can't get out of. You know what I mean? And every single night, monsters come to eat you alive. You know what I mean? And bro, when I mean y'all, like, and once you watch it, you feel me? You ain't gonna be able to put it down. Like, you ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, no cap. Season 1, I dang near finished season 1 in a day. Like, I could not go to sleep. I think I went to sleep, bro. Kid y'all not, I think I went to sleep at like 10 o'clock a.m. Y'all ever watched a good series, bro, and y'all just can't put the remote down? That's how I was from, bro. I could not go to sleep. I had to know what's next.
Spirits. The film opens with a woman desperately running through the darkness of a forest, crying out for help.
Forest.
The scene then cuts to a woman named Sarah, who suddenly wakes up from a terrible...
Somebody help! Mother, for you in the forest, and you talking about somebody help! Mother, ain't nobody hearing you!
...nightmare, and immediately begins packing her...
Better run, Forrest, run!
The woman seen running through the forest was Sarah's twin sister, Jess. The night before, Sarah received a phone call from the Japanese police informing her that Jess had been missing for several days.
Yes, they did.
According to eyewitnesses, the last place Jess was seen was entering Aokigahara Forest.
They filed a missing persons report. Your sister was last seen in Aokigahara Forest.
For those who don't know, Aokigahara is a forest located at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, infamous for the large number of people who have chosen to end their own lives there. Because of its dark reputation, the forest has long been surrounded by eerie legends, with many believing it is haunted by restless spirits. After hearing the news, Sarah couldn't understand why the police hadn't immediately launched a search, even though they had already received a missing person report from the school where Jess worked. The police explained that because Jess had entered Aokigahara...
Hold on, that's your sister on the right?
...school where Jess worked. The police
explained... That's your sister on the right? Yeah, she don't look right. Is that your sister on the right? Because she don't look right. You know what I mean? She look like something wrong with her. This is you, and this is her, I can promise you. This is her right here, the one that's looking at the picture, and that's the one that got lost in the forest. Look at her, she don't look right. There's something with that girl right there.
That because Jess had entered Aokigahara Forest alone, they believed she had no intention of being found. They also told Sarah that if someone isn't found within 48 hours of entering the forest, they usually assume that the person has taken their own life.
I think that's a real forest too, like, if I'm not mistaken. Like, y'all let me know, but I think that's actually real, like a real forest. I heard about a forest, Logan Paul, bro. I mean, bro went to the forest, bro, career was freaking cooked. You know what I'm saying? But bro went to the forest. I can't say the word, you know what I mean? But it's basically like a forest in real life, y'all, like real life, true story. It's a forest where people go in the forest, bro, and kill themselves, bro. So I don't know if it's located in Japan, you know what I'm saying? But it's really a forest in real life where people go inside to kill themselves, bro.
However, as Jess's
True
twin
story.
sister, Sarah has a strong feeling that Jess is still alive and in danger. After ending the call, Sarah immediately tells her husband, Rob, that she's flying to Japan to search for Jess. She is convinced that her twin sister is still alive and desperately needs her help. Although Rob initially tries to stop her, he eventually agrees to let Sarah go alone since he still has work commitments to take care of, promising that he'll join her in Japan as soon as he can.
Yeah, I can't join you in Japan, baby. I'm gonna keep it. That's true love, though, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Upon arriving in Japan, Sarah decides to begin her search the following day. That night, while staying in her hotel room, she searches for information about Aokigahara Forest. However, instead of finding helpful information, she comes across countless photos of people who had taken their own lives, along with their personal belongings scattered throughout the forest. Seeing all of this, Sarah finds it even harder to believe that Jess would willingly enter such a terrifying place. She can't stop wondering what could have possibly driven her twin sister to venture into a place like that. Later that night, as Sarah falls into a deep sleep, she is haunted by another terrifying nightmare. The following day, Sarah visits the school where Jess works as a teacher. As soon as she walks into Jess's classroom, the students scream in terror at the sight of her. One of the girls explains.
Oh, they thought that she was. Oh, crap. Oh, my God, she resurrected. Oh, my goodness. You know what I'm saying? They said she was dead, but the girl is standing right here in front of us. Oh, my God, it's a ghost.
The sight of her. One of the girls explains that she mistook Sarah for Jess. Since they knew Jess had entered Aokigahara Forest alone and was reported missing, they believed she had returned as a yurei, a restless spirit said to wander among the living.
She thought you were Miss Jess. She thought you were a yurei. She knows your sister went into Aokigahara.
All right, calm down. All right, it's the twin. Calm the freak down. You know what I'm saying?
The principal then tells Sarah that, according to ancient legend, Aokigahara was once believed to be a place where ubaste was practiced, a tradition in which elderly or seriously ill family members were abandoned in the forest to die. Over time, Aokigahara became infamous for the large number of people who chose to end their own lives there, giving rise to the belief that the spirits of the dead still wander the forest, unable to find peace. Before leaving the school, Sarah asks for permission to enter the room where Jess had been staying in hopes of finding clues about her whereabouts. While looking through the room, she comes across childhood photos of herself and Jess, bringing back memories of the time before her twin sister moved to Japan.
Jess, do you have the packing tape? We needed to start our lives. Tokyo isn't exactly the next town over. I'm about to start mine all over again. I'm sure it'll be great, Jess. I'm proud of you.
And like I said, it's something about the twins, man. You know what I'm saying? Something about the twins. This is a very interesting fact that y'all don't understand. I have an Irish twin. A lot of y'all never knew that, but my sister were Irish twins, bro. We're born 12 months apart. Asked my mom, I like, dang, y'all got it in like that? Like, right when my sister turns 25, I turn 24. We're 12 months apart. You know what I mean? We look just alike. If y'all seen my sister, bro, you know what I'm saying? We definitely look like twins. They thought we was twins when we were little, bro. You know what I mean? We're Irish twins. That's what it's called, man. You know what I mean? Y'all go look it up, man. You know, siblings that's born 12 months apart. Y'all didn't know that about me, but that's an interesting fact. And there's just something about the twin lepipy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say it, the twin lepipy. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something about it. Like even me and my older brother, you know what I'm saying? That's my older brother, but it's something about, you know what I'm saying? The you know what I'm saying? It's just something about the twins, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when it comes to that love. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And especially me and her, we grew like she's literally like she turned 25. I'm finna turn 24. Right when she turned 26, I turned 25. Literally just like that. We just literally like she was born in she was born in June. I was born in September. She was born in June 2001. I was born in September 2002. You know what I'm saying? So like we're literally like this right here. You know what I'm saying? So you know, when I told Mama, like, good God, I'm like, you and Papa getting it in. What's your good God? Like, you just had a baby June 2001, came back, had a baby September 2002. Good God almighty, dog. Mama, what was you doing? You know what I'm saying? She couldn't do nothing but laugh. You know what I'm saying? But I had to tell y'all an interesting fact about me.
Also discovers anti-anxiety
that some of y'all probably never knew.
With several brochures and maps of Aokigahara Forest. From what she finds, she realizes that Jess had been struggling with anxiety and suspects that it was what drove her to enter the forest. Without wasting another moment, Sarah boards a train and heads straight for Aokigahara Forest.
And look, anxiety isn't real for real. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, these things that people go through, it isn't real. I know a lot of y'all probably think it isn't real. Anxiety just comes from you just care about what people think. You stop giving a F what people think, bro. Anxiety gone. I'm telling you right now. You just care about what people think. Just be real with you. That's why you got anxiety, bro. Because you care about what people think. I don't give a F about what people think. I be my own little world, bro. Don't get nervous, like you know what I'm saying? Like, don't start shaking and all, like, you know what I'm saying? F people, bro. I be me and God in our own little world. You worry about what people, of course I'll be looking around, looking, but that's where anxiety come from. You know what I'm saying? You really just care about what people think. When you get around people, you start shaking and start acting weird. You know what I mean? But once you start understanding that most people, now some people, you got to watch out for the mother effers, but you start understanding that most people don't give a F about you, bro. Mother effers don't give a F about you, bro. Like, when I be out and about, of course, like I said, I'm looking. You feel me? Trying to watch my surroundings. I'm always going to do that. You know what I mean? But, bro, I'm not worried about you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have my own problems. Like, bro, I be so much, like, worried about Jay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always worried about Jay, of course. Like I said, I give and take care of others for sure. But I'm just saying, like, when I be outside, gang, I'm not worried about you, gang. You know what I'm saying? And that's most of the people in this world. Nobody worried about you, bro. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Not trying to say I'm special or whatnot. But gang, I feel like some people just got that light on them. Some people just chosen, bro. Few are, well, he said many are called, but few are chosen. I feel like I'm chosen, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I literally tried to feel that way, like nobody worried about me, bro. But I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm not the only one, bro. And this is real. I know it probably happened to some people, probably don't happen to you. But bro, when I literally step in the room, gang, people just start looking at me, bro. Am I the only one, bro? Bro, I really be feeling like I'm the spotlight, bro. I'm like, bro, am I the only one, gang? I be looking around, bro. People just be looking at me. Cause I'm telling y'all, bro. That don't matter to me. I ain't gonna lie. That right there what I just said, that don't pertain to me, cuz. I know I ain't the only one. Somebody watching this video right now, you know what I'm saying. You be wanting to feel like, man, ain't nobody worried about me, bro. You step in the room, it's like everybody look at you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like you the only one in this mother effer. You walk in the room, mother effer just, I literally caught people looking at me. I catch people looking at me all the time, cuz I just, you know what I'm saying? Mother effer just, golly, cuz, like, what's up? You feel me? Oh no, I feel like some people just got that light on them, bro. That just make people just look at you for some reason.
Upon arriving at the station, Sarah heads straight to the visitor center to ask if anyone has seen Jess.
I still don't be giving that though.
A staff member named Mari tells her that they did find Jess, prompting Sarah to follow her down to a room in the basement.
Damn,
have you seen her?
Yes, we find. I take you. She here.
At first, Sarah believes Jess has been found alive. However, Mari instead leads her into the morgue. She explains that every body recovered from Aokigahara Forest is kept there so that family members searching for missing loved ones can come.
I know it smells like straight butt cheeks. Oh man, she dead. She dead, man.
Fortunately, Jess is not among the bodies. Even so, Sarah remains determined to enter Aokigahara Forest and asks Mari to help her find a guide, convinced that Jess is still alive.
I'm not one of those, and even I love my sister to death, man. But my sister dead, she dead, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go to Japan and look for the Aokigahara Forest. You know what I mean? I just pray that she comes out, but I ain't going no dang forest to look for my sister. I'm gonna shed some tears. Oh God, why me? Why my sister, Lord? Oh my God. Shed some tears, you know what I'm saying? Pray that you okay, but that's all we gonna do. You know what I mean? Life moves on, man, whether y'all like it or not. Life moves on. I'm not finna go in there. You know what I'm saying? No dang force. You feel me? Looking for I'm not finna search the whole premises. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do a little, you know what I mean, searching, you know. You in the United States, you know what I mean, around the area. Of course, I'll do some searching of you around the area. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like, you know, in the States, I'll do some searching. But going to Japan? Excuse-moi.
Mari refuses, explaining that no one is willing to guide people into the forest anymore. According to her, even those who leave markers along their path often end up getting lost, and many are eventually found dead. Unable to get any help, Sarah tries searching for a map of Aokigahara.
I'm sorry, sister.
But there is no signal in the area. A short while later, she meets a woman named Sakura and once again asks for someone to take her into the forest. Sakura immediately refuses, saying she's afraid of encountering Yurei. She explains that Yurei are believed to be restless spirits that prey on a person's grief. According to the legend, if someone becomes lost in the forest while carrying emotional pain, the Yurei will deceive them, lead them astray, and eventually drive them to end their own life.
The forest has Yurei.
If you get lost and you have sadness in your heart, and Yurei can't find you, they will use it against you.
Look, man, all that little demonic junk, I believe in the demons, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, Yurei, that's just demonic. That's just a demon. You know what I'm saying? It's a demon. And yeah, man, you think I'm going to go in that forest after hearing that right now? You said something, Yurei. I would have said, you said Yurei. What Yurei is? What answer that question? Yurei, what?
And you have sadness in your heart, and Yurei can't find you, they will use it against you.
Yeah, and then you laughing like something funny, like they'll use it against you. What the freak is wrong with this? My sister's gone. She's out. You know what I mean? After I had seen that, and then especially after you laugh, you smile, she would use it against you. Ain't nothing funny about that. What the frick she smiling at me for like it's something funny? Motherfucker, you laughing at my pain. You know what I'm saying? What the frick you laughing at my pain for? What's funny about a Yurei? You ain't would use it against you. Hey, bro, what the freak am I at right now? Like I said, sister, I love you. Good God, I'll see you in heaven. I'm not going into active like a Rorash.
You want to die and make you see things.
If the Yurei are looking for me, I'll be at my hotel.
Despite being warned over and over again, Sarah refuses to believe the stories and remains determined to enter Aokigahara Forest. As night falls, Sarah decides to stay at a nearby inn for the night. Not long after, she is approached by a man named Aiden, who introduces himself as a journalist.
You look familiar. Have we met? I'm Aiden, by the way.
Sarah.
During their conversation, Sarah explains that she came to Japan to search for her twin sister,
who
disappeared in Aokigahara
Remember
Forest.
that.
She even admits that she's prepared to enter the forest alone if that's what it takes to find Jess.
Don't be a thought.
However, Aiden immediately warns her that the forest is extremely easy to get lost in. Coincidentally, he is planning to visit Aokigahara the next day to gather materials for an article. He explains that he'll be accompanied by a Japanese friend who knows the forest's trails very well, then offers to let Sarah join them. However, Aiden has one condition. In return, he wants to use Sarah's search for Jess as the subject of the article he's working on.
Will I be a celebrity in Australia? Right.
You have to say yes out loud.
Yes, out loud.
Sarah agrees to the arrangement, and they decide...
Sorry, I know they got nothing to do with the video, but look at it.
Right.
You have to say yes out loud.
Yes, out loud.
See, that's why you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, who you marry. And what if you walked in? I walked in, I see my freaking wife having a drink with a dude, man. That right there. But the first thing that thoughts gonna say is, "You're so insecure." That's the first thing that thoughts say. You're so insecure. Insecure about not wanting my wife drinking with another man. I never drunk with another woman a day in my life when I had a girlfriend.
Sarah agrees to the arrangement, and they decide to head to Aokigahara Forest together the following morning. Later that night, they continue talking, and Sarah opens up about her childhood with Jess. She reveals that after their parents passed away, she and Jess were raised by their grandmother. The following morning, Aiden introduces Sarah to his friend, Michi, a local guide who will accompany them into Aokigahara Forest. Before they set off, Michi warns Sarah that there's a good chance Jess is already dead. However, Sarah remains convinced that she's still alive.
You should not go.
Why?
Because you're sad.
Michi is hesitant to take Sarah into the forest because he senses the deep grief she's carrying. He explains that if she enters Aokigahara in that emotional state, the Yurei will prey on her sorrow and use it to deceive her. But Sarah ignores his warning and insists on entering the forest, no matter the risk. Upon arriving at Aokigahara Forest, the three of them begin following the trail deeper into the restricted area.
Jukai means sea of trees.
Along the way, Aiden points out that a compass won't work properly there because the forest sits on large deposits of iron, which interfere with its magnetic needle. Michi then warns both Sarah and Aiden that if they see anything strange or terrifying in the forest, they shouldn't immediately believe it's real, as it's most likely an illusion meant to deceive their minds. Not long afterward, they come across a man sitting alone outside his tent. Michi explains that the man is probably still struggling with the decision to end his own life, so he walks over to check on him. While Michi is talking to the man, Aiden asks Sarah what she'll do if they still can't find Jess by the end of the day. Without hesitation, Sarah replies that she'll keep coming back to the forest until she finds her twin sister. She also reveals that Jess had attempted to end her own life twice before, but each time Sarah managed to stop her. That's why she believes she can save Jess once again.
She was living in Florida a few years ago, and they found her unconscious. That was the second time.
After confirming that the man is safe, they continue their journey. As they make their way through the forest, Sarah notices numerous ropes and ribbons tied around the trees. Michi explains that they're used as trail markers, allowing people to find their way back out of the forest. However, some leave them behind in the hope that one day someone will follow the trail and recover their bodies. A short while later, they decide to follow one of the ropes that appears to have been placed there recently. To their horror, Sarah suddenly discovers a body hanging from a tree.
I must cut him down.
Michi and Aiden immediately take the body down so the forest authorities can later recover it. After spending hours searching through Aokigahara Forest, they eventually come across a yellow tent that turns out to belong to Jess.
Jess! I knew it! Oh my God, she's close. It's her! It's her!
Seeing the tent gives Sarah renewed hope that her twin sister is still alive and somewhere nearby. However, even after searching the surrounding area, they still can't find any sign of Jess. As night begins to fall, Michi suggests calling off the search and continuing the next morning. Sarah, however, refuses to leave and insists on waiting at the tent, believing Jess will eventually return. Michi warns her once again that Aokigahara becomes far more dangerous after dark. He also reminds her that people burdened with deep grief, like Sarah, are far more vulnerable to being deceived by the Yurei. Despite all the warnings, Sarah refuses to change her mind and insists on staying until she finds Jess.
All right, okay, man.
Not wanting to leave her alone, Aiden decides to stay by her side.
Yeah, you definitely better than me. I would have left her alone. Well, we tried to warn the girl, man. All right, man, let's go get the article about the journal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I told you, hey, I'm actually one time, we calling off the search. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it one time. We're calling off that dang search, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's best for us to search for your sister tomorrow. We need to just get some rest and search tomorrow. No. Okay, look, we're finna leave her. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not one of them people that's going to beg you. You know what I mean? To come with. Either you come with or you don't come at all. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave you. He better than me. I'm going to leave you. Oh, well, all right. She'll be all right. She'll be cool, all right.
She heads back out of the forest before nightfall. Before leaving, Michi tells Sarah and Aiden to remain at the tent, promising that he'll return to Aokigahara the following day so they can continue the search together. That night, Sarah and Aiden sit around the campfire, talking about their pasts.
Jess must be lost.
She's close. I closed my eyes, but she looked. My parents' bodies. She carried that all by herself.
As she begins to feel sleepy, Sarah heads into the tent to rest while Aiden stays outside to keep watch. But in the middle of the night, Sarah is once again haunted by a terrifying nightmare.
Hold on. So you think I'm finna stay outside and sleep on a log while you sleep in the tent? So you don't even give me the luxury to sleep in the tent with you? Ain't nobody trying to touch on you. Ain't nobody trying to have sex with you. But you just give me the luxury to even sleep in the tent with. But I'm sleeping. Yeah, man. You. That was that's simp junk, man. I mean, y'all men be stuck. Y'all men be doing anything for women, bro. Just not like that, gang. I'm not finna do anything for a dang woman, bro. I'm leaving the Hashaka Forest, whatever the junk called, Hashaka Forest. I'm leaving the Hashaka Forest. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the freak up out of here. You know what I mean? I'm not finna stay out here. And then you left me out there in the tent. Oh, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna stay out here, bro, because you want to look for your sister, bro.
Aiden, say something. Aiden.
Oh, you're being deceived.
Not long after, she suddenly wakes up and steps outside the tent, only to find Aiden still asleep by the campfire. Moments later, she hears a voice coming from deeper within the forest and notices a mysterious figure standing among the dark trees. Without thinking twice, Sarah immediately runs after the figure. It turns out to be a young woman named Hoshiko. Hoshiko tells Sarah that Jess needs her help and warns her not to trust Aiden.
She said, need your help. Miss Jess know him. No, trust him.
When Sarah asks why, Hoshiko simply replies that Jess had met him before. Before she can explain any further, Aiden's voice suddenly echoes through the forest, calling Sarah's name. The moment Hoshiko hears him, she turns and runs deeper into the woods.
Already finna be deceived.
Sarah chases after her, but accidentally falls and injures herself. A short while later, Aiden finds Sarah and quickly helps her back to the tent. The following morning, Sarah and Aiden decide to continue their search without waiting for Michi to return. On their way, Aiden chooses to follow the river, believing it will eventually lead them out of the forest. However, along the way, Sarah is startled by the sight of a dead body drifting downstream. As they continue walking, Sarah suddenly realizes that Aiden is heading in the opposite direction from the path they had been following earlier. Aiden explains that they're following the river downstream, so they're still heading the right way. But when Sarah looks back at the river, she notices that the current is now flowing in the opposite direction from before.
We're not climbing the mountain. Water flows down.
The unsettling change leaves her confused and wondering whether they're still on the same path at all. While making their way through the forest, Aiden's phone suddenly rings and accidentally starts playing a recording of the conversation they had the night before. Sarah is shocked to realize that Aiden had secretly recorded their entire conversation without asking for her permission. Aiden quickly explains that he only recorded it to use as notes for the article he's writing. However, Sarah is still upset that he recorded such a personal conversation without telling her, causing her to lose trust in him. Hoshiko's warning from the previous night suddenly echoes in her mind. Sarah begins to suspect that Aiden is hiding something and may somehow be connected to Jess's disappearance. Overcome with emotion, she grabs Aiden's phone and deletes every recording. As she scrolls through it, she discovers a photo of Jess, making her even more suspicious. Convinced that Aiden had approached her on purpose and had already met Jess before, Sarah accuses him of lying. Aiden repeatedly denies every accusation, insisting that he has never met Jess. No longer willing to believe him, Sarah throws his phone aside and runs off alone into the forest.
Yeah, this girl is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You met my sister Jess? What? You know what I mean? My sister Jess, did you meet her? Told you should have left that girl, I told you. But you trying to be Miss Loverboy. You know what I mean? Look how crazy that girl is. You see how crazy that girl is, but you walked in the forest with her. You know what I'm saying? Look at her, man. She already being deceived.
Damn phone! No.
Yeah, I ain't finna chase you.
After separating from Aiden, Sarah continues deeper into the
I ain't finna chase you. I told you, I'm different, bro. I'm finna chase you. Adios, amigo. The freak wrong with you? This look crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, this is a little weird, a little crazy. Look, yeah, she's meant to be in the forest. Forest meant for people like her. Shawty just said I knew her sister named Jess. Oh my God, I was finna say something. You know what I mean? Girl, I ain't never met your dang sister a day in my dang life talking about I know your dang sister. Oh yeah, she crazy. She meant for the forest. Think I'm finna chase you or something?
Separating from Aiden, Sarah continues deeper into the forest by herself, tying ropes around the trees as trail markers so she can retrace her steps.
Did he not tell you that the forest would deceive you?
As she walks, she suddenly hears a whisper telling her to turn around. She tries to ignore it and keeps moving forward, but moments later, something horrifying happens behind her.
Turn around, Sarah. Turn around, Sarah.
Holy crap.
Turn around, Sarah. You're not real. Turn around, Sarah.
Panic takes over, and Sarah sprints through the forest as fast as she can until she accidentally falls into an underground pit. Elsewhere in the forest, Mishi returns to the yellow tent where Sarah and Aiden had spent the night. However, when he arrives, he discovers that both of them are gone. Realizing something has gone terribly wrong, Mishi immediately reports Sarah and Aiden's disappearance to the forest rangers so a search operation can begin as soon as possible. He also contacts Rob, Sarah's husband. As soon as Rob hears the news, he flies to Japan to join the search for Sarah and Aiden. Back in the underground pit, Sarah, still in pain, desperately searches for a way out. However, as she makes her way through the cave, she unexpectedly comes face to face with Hoshiko once again.
Holy crap.
Wearing an unsettling smile, Hoshiko tells Sarah to follow her if she wants to find Jess.
Miss Jess want to see you. Come, you come.
Without hesitation, Sarah follows her.
Like, you don't even look trustworthy, bro. Get away from me before I slap the taste out your mouth. Like, you don't even look trustworthy. That's what I say this all the time. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Like, you evil people and you people that be up to no good, like, your body language speaks so loudly to righteous people. It speaks so loudly. Like, it's like they be thinking they look so normal. Like, look at, she thinks she looks so normal. Look at her.
Just want to see you. Come, you come.
Look at her. She thinks she looks so normal. Cause it's like I don't understand how people like don't understand. Like, it's like people that's up to no good, you can literally see it. Their body language, their face, you can't hide it. I'm telling you, bro. I always be right about people that up to no good, bro. Because it's like it be all in your face, but you think you be looking normal. Whole time she thinks she look normal, but look at it. Girl, you look like you up to something. You don't even look trustworthy. Come, find Jess. You better get out of my face before I put these 5 fingers across your face.
Sarah follows her, but moments later, Hoshiko's appearance slowly transforms into something horrifying.
Why is Jess down here?
That's Jess? What in the heck is
Terrified,
this, bro?
Sarah immediately turns and runs as fast as she can, screaming for help. In the middle of her panic, she comes across a small camera lying on the ground. When she turns it on, she finds a series of photos that suddenly bring back memories from her past.
Holy crap.
A short while later, Aiden hears Sarah's screams and manages to find her, helping her climb out of the pit. He explains that he found a forest ranger's radio and was able to call for help since the ranger station isn't far from their location. Even after everything that has happened, however, Sarah still doesn't fully trust him. Wanting to prove that he genuinely wants to help her find Jess and has no intention of hurting her, Aiden hands Sarah a knife so she can feel safer around him. A short while later, Sarah walks to the riverbank to clean the wound on her hand. As she unwraps the bandage, she's horrified to see maggots crawling out of the wound and slowly burrowing into her wrist. Believing the horrifying sight is real, she slowly raises the knife, preparing to cut open her wrist to remove the maggots. Fortunately, just before she can hurt herself, Aiden calls out her name, snapping her out of the hallucination. Then, Aiden takes Sarah to a forest ranger station he had discovered earlier.
There's no radio. At least we got a place to sleep.
Once they arrive, Aiden begins repairing the radio so they can call for help. However, Sarah's suspicion quickly returns when Aiden suddenly asks to borrow the knife he had previously given.
Look, you gave that crazy girl the knife, bro. You know what I mean? You already know she's crazy. Look at her. Why do you want the knife? You want to kill me just like you did my sister Jess? Yeah. Why you get that crazy holding knife? You know what I'm saying? You know she hallucinating. She was just finna cut her arm with some. She was just finna cut open her arm. You know she hallucinating. You know she's being deceived, but you want to, what's she going to be deceived with next? You know what I mean? Thinking I'm one of the monsters. Oh my God, he's trying to kill me. You know what I mean? Oh, heck no. Think I'm finna give you a knife? Oh, you either trust me or you don't. I said I don't know Jazz.
Sarah explores the building and eventually comes across a locked door. Convinced that it leads to a basement, she becomes certain Jess is trapped inside after hearing her voice calling from the other side. Moments later, a small note is slipped underneath the door. The person Sarah believes to be Jess asks whether Aiden is nearby.
Oh my God.
After Sarah confirms that he is, another note warns her that Aiden is going to kill both of them and urges her to take the key to the room.
Bro.
Without a second thought, Sarah believes every word. She grabs a knife from the kitchen and
dumb,
confronts Aiden, demanding that he hand over the key.
Like,
Sarah?
I'll kill you if you don't let my sister out of that basement.
Just let me get the key.
Where is it?
Aiden calmly explains that the key is inside his shoe and says he'll get it for her. However, as he reaches for the knife in Sarah's hand, the two struggle over it, and Aiden is accidentally stabbed, dying instantly.
She's not here.
Stupid, bro.
A few
Just
moments
told you
later,
you're gonna
the
be
door
deceived, you stupid girl.
that had been locked suddenly swings open on its own. Sarah immediately steps inside and is horrified to find the bodies of her parents.
Tommy?
It is finally revealed that they didn't die in a car accident as she had always believed. In reality, their father murdered their mother before taking his own life with a gun. Jess witnessed the entire tragedy after going downstairs first, while their grandmother covered Sarah's eyes before she could see what had happened. As a result, only Jess knew the horrifying truth about their parents' deaths. The trauma from that horrific night left Jess struggling with severe anxiety, while Sarah unknowingly buried the memory deep within her subconscious. Suddenly, their father's corpse comes back to life and attacks Sarah, grabbing hold of her arm. Believing she has no other choice, Sarah severs her father's hand before escaping the building. Outside, she finds herself surrounded by countless Yurei. As she desperately runs, she hears Jess calling her name and immediately races toward the voice. However, Hoshiko suddenly appears and stops her, revealing the horrifying truth. While Sarah believed she had been cutting off her father's hand, she had actually been slashing her own wrist, trapped inside a hallucination created by the Yurei. Hoshiko explains that Sarah had already died inside the old house after bleeding to death. Moments later, the restless spirits that haunt Aokigahara Forest drag Sarah away until her body is swallowed by the earth. In the end, Sarah becomes the next victim of the Yurei after ignoring every warning about entering Aokigahara Forest while carrying overwhelming grief. From the moment she entered the forest, Sarah repeatedly witnessed strange and terrifying events. However, because she refused to believe in the existence of the Yurei, she dismissed every warning sign until she eventually became trapped in a series of hallucinations that ultimately led to her death. Meanwhile, Aiden, who had genuinely intended to help Sarah from the very beginning, tragically became another victim of the hallucinations that had completely taken hold of her mind. It's also strongly implied that Hoshiko was one of the Yurei all along, deliberately manipulating Sarah, exploiting her grief, and driving a wedge between her and Aiden, ultimately leading them both to their deaths. Meanwhile, Rob, Michi, and the forest rangers continue searching for Sarah and Aiden when they're suddenly startled by a woman running out of Aokigahara Forest in a state of panic. To everyone's surprise, the woman turns out to be Jess.
Wow.
Rob immediately rushes over and asks if she had seen Sarah anywhere inside the forest. However, Jess looks confused and explains that during the 4 days she was trapped in Aokigahara, she never encountered anyone. The forest rangers then escort Jess to a vehicle for evacuation, but she refuses to leave after learning that Sarah had traveled all the way to Japan to search for her and had now gone missing instead. As Jess stares back into Aokigahara Forest, she suddenly falls silent, her expression turning completely blank. It's likely that at that very moment, she realizes the bond she shared with her twin sister has been severed following Sarah's death. Although Jess had spent more time inside the forest, she managed to stay calm and resisted the Yurei's influence. Sarah, on the other hand, entered the forest carrying overwhelming grief and anxiety, making her far more vulnerable to the hallucinations created by the Yurei. In the end, Rob and Jess leave the area. Before departing, Michi takes one last look toward Aokigahara Forest and catches a glimpse of Sarah, who has now become one of the Yurei, wandering through the woods. By the time the search is officially called off, neither Sarah's nor Aiden's body is ever recovered, and with that, the story comes to an end.
Gravity Falls. It's freaking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Freak Gravity Falls? What the freak? But that's freaking crazy, man. You know what I mean? Tried to warn you. You know what I mean? Tried to warn you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But some people just never learn, man. Some people just never learn. But anyways, man, like I said, for all my new subscribers and new viewers, if y'all do want to go check out all of my... oh my God, the burp, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. One thing about Chipotle, man. Golly, man. Hey, Chipotle gets you full, bro. Hey, Chipotle today, I never get tired of Chipotle, bro. Chipotle get y'all full. Am I the only one that be honest, bro? I'm like, golly, bro. And I only eat one time a day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ate one time a day, ate that, and then ate a couple of oranges, bro. I'm like, golly, I ate like I felt like I ate 3 meals. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, for all my new subscribers, new viewers, if y'all do want to check out all of my reactions, it is in the playlist section. All of my movie reactions, it is in the playlist section. Over yonder.